This project to create digital repositories for health came from you. The idea really came from within the group, and we've tried to act as facilitators, fundraisers, meeting organizers, champions to help make this happen for you.
We started our repository in 2013. Our project implementation involves the library, the ICT department, and the academic schools. These are components of our repository policy, the types of content, collection, information access, metadata, standards, copyright, quality control, role of stakeholders, and preservation.
So we tried to translate ADHL in French, so we think it could be Bibliothèque Numérique Africaine en Santé. Our implementation plan in Mali is first to set up a repository, DSpace, and to migrate the digital content we have, beginning with the thesis and the dissertation from the university. Showcase that to the Ministry of Health in order to bring them and to make their content available. We set up a prototype at this address in which we created some communities. So we use the standard DSpace submission workflow.
We did launch the whole project. We invited people from several institutions in Zambia, and we had a meeting in the School of Medicine where we did explain what it is exactly we wanted to do and what we wanted to achieve, and invited everyone to be part of the project. When you open the collection, that's the first page that you see. That is the address. This is also part of the home screen. You can see there are several communities in this collection. We have some other universities, public universities and private universities, and one College of Nursing.
The establishment of a very nice repository which is performing very well with over 80,000 items. The URL is erepository.unbi.ac.ke, and you can find it through our university website.
Our implementation is slightly different. We have a totally dedicated server for the African Digital Health Repository. We totally decoupled it from our main institutional repository. The main reason being that we would want to take on board other institutions so that they can also contribute content to that repository.
The DSpace is installed on the server that was procured basically for this project. Before now, the university has an institutional repository, a very robust one. And what we have done is to make sure that this server is dedicated to this project.
The current status of the repository, what has been done? We have purchased equipment, tested and installed, server, scanner. We purchased 2 laptops and 2 projectors, and they have been assisting us in training our users. DSpace upgrade and customization is what has been done, training of staff, and then content collection. We have 170 items scanned and uploaded.
We have more than 5,000 files of dissertation in pharmacy and medicine. So we have a partner who is hosting many of our services. So we asked the dean to submit a request in order to get a hosting plan for free from that partner. Now the second thing is also the internet access. The internet access at the library was very poor. We worked and pushed small by small. Now we have a better internet connection to the library. So we had a fiber optic connection hooked to the main university backbone.
DSpace, all the metadata, the items live in the database. the IT people, they understand their hardware, their network, their software. They don't know about how this space manages users, manages ingestion. So that is done with the library, but the IT people are responsible for making sure the software is patched, because that is needed. I mean, viruses are all over, hacking is all over. They need to be able to check that all vulnerabilities are worked on. The other thing they need to do is also make disaster recovery work, test it. So at the moment, because this server is running on as bare metal, as I said, so they are able to back up the database, back up the asset store, which contains the PDF, back up the Solar indexes, which contains the statistics as well as the discovery, so that if a problem occurs, it will be easier to create another system and just restore from the backups.
So the challenges, we have had staff turnover quite a bit when somebody has been trained and now they are able to do whatever you expect them to do. They move out, they get a better job or a better pay.
We have a number of challenges that we are encountered, particularly those that relates to remittance of funds to our international suppliers, and even the purchase of our the server and the scanner. I think we had some challenges, but eventually we managed to get over them.
Yes, the challenges were there, but I don't think there are challenges that we cannot work on.
What can we say that we have like achievements? We have a collection of digital files, days of dissertations. We have a prototype set up, and with that prototype we tested that we can migrate data from our old system to the new system.
We became #1 in the region just because of this. When we were the first to upload our documents onto the repository, it helped us to be very, very visible in the region, and it gave us, high ranking when it comes to, to research output.
There they are showing the the showgoers, what the ADHL is. The University of Zambia won the first in the educational category, so we think that our activity promoted to that win.
And the policymakers and the deans and the provosts and all those people, they don't drop out. They become even more important because they're the ones that need to see how well it's working, how much the faculty likes it, how much users in other places like it. And, we found with the malaria network, pretty much everyone found a way to support it.
I don't really think there'll be much problems in terms of sustainability. And of course, we are engaging other stakeholders within the College of Health Sciences and see how they'll be able to support the project. Currently, our principal, College of Health Sciences, is very, very, very supportive of this project.
We shall continue the digitization and archiving the process, which will be an ongoing. Whether the project comes to an end or not, digitization and the archiving at the Medical Library, University of Zambia, will continue because we have the ability, we have the capacity to carry on.
Having a mentorship component of this project is key. We cannot just do but without mentoring our younger colleagues to carry on from where we are.
This digital health repository, we hope that it extends beyond the funding period. So some of perhaps best practice or interventions that might be implemented in one country may equally be able to be implemented in another part of the world.
The work that remains now is to enhance what we have done so that it is much more visible to the wider audience, and possibly invite more people to join the activities that we are doing.
We have to come together. We have to identify our problems. We have to identify possible solutions and work together towards implementing those solutions.
I believe that with this network, we are poised to do great things. And I think the technology now is much easier. So there is nothing that we set our minds to achieve that we will not be able to achieve.
It's pretty amazing what you've accomplished already in the face of challenges that many of which have been described, some of which probably haven't. We don't need to go into that, but a lot of you face a lot of challenges, and it's very exciting to see how far you have come.